Yoga Stress Busters. Section 1. Jatis or loosening practices. Jatis are basic movements of the body that help to loosen up different body parts and release pent-up tensions that have accumulated there due to misuse, disuse, and abuse. They improve the circulation to the individual body parts, and thus the flow of pranic energy is enhanced by these simple movements. Stress that tends to accumulate in the joints is released in a controlled manner, and debilitating conditions such as arthritis are prevented. Hastha Jatis, movements of the hands. Take up a comfortable standing position and lift your right hand. Start to shake your hand slowly with awareness of the movements at the wrist joint. Increase the speed of the movement a bit, and then after some time, start to shake your hand as fast as you can. Continue this fast shaking for a few minutes. When you have had enough, stop shaking your hand and bring it back to your side. Breathe deeply and enjoy the fresh flow of blood rushing into your hand as a result of this vigorous shaking. Lift your left hand and start to shake it slowly. Be aware of the movements of the wrist joint. Slowly increase the speed of the movement while keeping your hand as lax as possible. After some time, start to shake your hand as fast as you can for a few minutes. When you feel that you have had enough, stop shaking your hand and bring it back to your side. Enjoy the fresh flow of blood rushing into your hand as a result of this vigorous shaking. Lift both your hands and start to shake them slowly with a deep awareness of the movements at your wrist joint. Let your elbows be relaxed so that the shaking is transmitted throughout your forearms. Increase the speed of the shaking movement bit by bit until you are shaking your hands as fast as possible. Continue this fast shaking for a few minutes. When you feel that you have had enough, stop shaking your hands and bring them back to your sides. Breathe deeply and enjoy the fresh flow of blood coupled with revitalizing pranic energy rushing into your hands as a result of this vigorous shaking. This washes away all accumulated toxins and negative stressful radicals from the joints and relieves pent-up stress from your musculoskeletal system. After a few minutes of relaxation in the Samasthiti Asana, lift both hands to your chest level and start to circle them at the wrist joints. Keep your awareness focused on your wrist joints. After some time, start to circle your hands in the opposite direction. After a few rounds of this movement, relax your hands back to your side and breathe deeply. Enjoy the relaxation that seeps into your forearms and hands. To wind up this activity, start to shake both hands again, and while shaking both hands, continue to move your arms all around your body so that the maximum range of arm span is attained in front, to your side, above you and below you, as well as to your back. This helps to energize your Pranamaya Kosha, that is the energy sheath or subtle body. Use your creativity to make energetic patterns all around yourself while recharging your psychic batteries with the vital pranic energy. After completing the full range of activity, relax back to the Samasthiti Asana and let the energy flow into all parts of your body to produce healing and well-being. Pada Jatis, movements of the feet. Take up a comfortable standing position. Slowly shift your weight onto the front of your foot so that the entire weight is held on your toes. Slowly shift your weight to the back of your feet so that it is all felt on your heels. Gently and slowly shift your weight back to your toes and then back to your heels a few times. Relax back in the Samasthiti Asana and breathe deeply. Begin to shift the weight of your body onto your right foot without lifting the left. Then shift your weight to your left foot. Continue to shift your weight from your right to your left and then back to the right a few more times. Relax in the Samasthiti Asana with your weight balanced equally on your right and left feet. To continue the Pada Jati, start to shift your weight on your feet in a clockwise direction. Shift your weight onto your toes and then your right foot. Shift it onto your heels and finally your left foot. Continue this movement with awareness for a few rounds. Start to shift your weight in the opposite direction by shifting it onto your toes, the left foot, your heels, and then your right foot for a few rounds. Come back to the equal balanced standing pose and relax with deep breathing. Try to stand on your toes by lifting your heels off the ground so that your entire weight is balanced on the balls of your toes. Come back to the flat foot and then lift your toes so that your weight is balanced totally on your heels. Alternate this forward and backward movement a few more times. Relax back into the Samasthiti Asana for a short while. Come onto your toes and walk around the area on your toes in the clockwise direction. Let your entire awareness and concentration be centered in the experience of being literally on your toes. Enjoy the feeling of lightness that engulfs your whole body during this practice. Come back to the flat foot position and relax there for a few seconds. Go back onto your heels and walk around the area with your weight balanced on your heels. Feel the dramatic change in energy levels between being up on your toes and down on your heels. Come back to the flat foot position and let your mind and body enjoy the entire experience of increased foot awareness. From the Samastiti Asana, lift your right leg in front of you and shake your foot a few times. Circle your foot a few times in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Kick your foot a few times to relieve any pent-up stress in the ankle joint. Finally, relax your right foot back to the ground. Repeat the practice on the opposite side by lifting your left leg and shaking it. Circle your foot in both directions a few times. Finally, wind up the practice by kicking your foot to clear off any negative energies still sticking to your feet. Relax your foot back to the ground and perform a few rounds of deep and controlled breathing. Settle yourself into a steady and comfortable standing position. Balance your weight so that it is distributed 60% on the front and 40% on the back of your feet. Make sure that it is distributed equally between your right and left feet. This is the equal balanced Samastiti Asana, where there is emphasis on a relaxed yet alert state of the body and mind. Enjoy the rejuvenated circulation of fresh blood flowing into your feet and feel the stress being washed away from your feet completely. Shirsha Jati, the head rolling action. The simple head rolling movement is a good practice to prevent and relieve stress from the neck, upper back and shoulder region. Stand in the Samastiti Asana with your arms by your side. Slowly lower your head until your chin touches your chest. Roll your head towards your right until it is in contact with your right shoulder. Continue the rolling movement and let your head dangle over your back and then roll it onto your left shoulder. Finally, lower it back to your chest with your chin in contact with your chest. Repeat this rolling action a few more times. Perform the head rolling action in the opposite direction by bringing your chin to the chest and then roll your head onto your left shoulder. Continue over your back and then bring your head to your right shoulder. Roll your head slowly back and bring your chin to your chest. Repeat this relaxing action a few more times with concentration and awareness. Relax back into the Samastiti Asana and enjoy the sense of relaxation that starts to seep into the entire neck, upper back and shoulder areas. Stress tends to accumulate in this vital area, leading to the common neck pain and back ache that can be prevented and controlled with this simple practice. Nishpanda Jati, the ragdoll action. This relaxing action is an excellent way to let go of the tensions that accumulate in the back. Stand with your legs 2 feet apart while keeping your arms by your side. Breathe in and then make a Bhastrika-like whooshing sound through your mouth. As you let your torso fall forward and dangle both your arms in a loose manner. After a few seconds of tension-free relaxation, slowly come back up to the upright posture while breathing in. Repeat the practice a few more times. Breathe in, blast out. When ready, come back to the Samasthiti-asana and relax with deep breathing. The Nishpanda Jati can also be done by replacing the Bhastrika with the Ha sound as the torso falls forward. Stand with your legs 2 feet apart and keep your arms by your side. Breathe in and then while making the Hakara Nada of Ha, let your torso fall forward. Dangle both your arms in a loose manner and relax. After a few seconds of tension-free relaxation, slowly come back up to the upright posture while breathing in. Repeat the practice a few more times. Breathe in, breathe out. When ready, slowly come back to the Samasthiti-asana and relax with deep breathing. Kati Jati, the torso grinding action. Stand with your legs a couple of feet apart and keep your hands on your hips. Slowly start to move your torso in the clockwise direction in a grinding action. Move your torso forward, then to the right, to the back, and then to the left in a continuous manner. Perform this action a few times. Repeat the action in the opposite direction a couple of times. Stress and tension manifesting in the lower back and hip regions is relieved by this simple practice that can be done by most people without much trouble. When ready, come back to the Samasthiti-asana and relax with deep breathing. Section 2. Hatha Yoga practices for physical, mental and emotional equilibrium. Sukhasana. To perform Sukhasana, the pleasant posture, sit on the ground with both your legs stretched out in front. Bend your left knee and then your right to pull the legs in and sit with your legs crossed at your ankles. Clasp your hands together to form the Yoga Mudra with the fingers of your right hand dominant over the left. Sit straight and perform deep and controlled breathing. Sukhasana, the comfortable posture, is an excellent pose for relaxation, concentration, and meditation. It can be performed by most people in spite of their stressed out physical condition that prevents them from attaining to more complicated sitting postures. Perform the Sukha Pranayama by breathing in and out for an equal count of 6 while sitting in this comfortable posture. Vajrasana. To perform the Vajrasana, sit on the ground with both your legs stretched out in front. Slowly bend both your knees and come into a kneeling posture. Gently sit down on your heels so as to put the weight of your entire body on your heels and ankles. Try to keep the ankles and heels of both feet as close together as possible. Sit straight with your spine erect and place both your palms on the respective thighs. Perform a few rounds of deep and controlled breathing while sitting in this posture. Vajrasana, the thunderbolt posture, is an excellent sitting pose for pranayama, as the erect spine and unrestricted chest wall allows for maximum lung expansion. It is an invigorating posture that helps us to generate and conserve the vital pranic energies for health and well-being. When ready, slowly come back onto your knees and then relax by sitting on the ground with your feet stretched out in front. Shake your feet a few times and then thump your thighs to relieve the legs of any accumulated tension. Brahma Mudra. Brahma Mudra is a gesture of the head and neck and is an excellent practice for one and all. Take up any comfortable sitting position such as Vajrasana with your spine as erect as possible. Clasp your hands together to form the Yoga Mudra. Close your eyes and concentrate on this valuable practice that combines the use of physical movement synchronized with deep breathing and the usage of vibrational sounds that involve the utterance of the bija sounds of A, U, E and M. Breathe in and turn your head towards the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out and bring your head back to the central position while making the guttural sound of A. Slowly turn your head to your left while breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out and bring your head back to the central position while making the sound OO. Slowly lift your chin up as if attempting to look at the sky and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out and while making the sound E, bring your head back to the central position. Finally, lower your head, bringing chin to chest while breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, and while making the sound bring your head back to the central position. Repeat the practice a second time. Breathe in and turn your head to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release with the sound ah. Breathe in and turn your head to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release with the sound oo. Breathe in and lift your head up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release with the sound E. Breathe in and lower your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release with the sound To complete a sequence of 3 rounds of the Brahma Mudra, breathe in, turning your head to the right. Release with the sound ah. Breathe in while turning your head to your left. Release with the sound oo. Breathe in and lift your head up. Release with the sound E. Breathe in and lower your head. Release with the sound. Perform a minimum of 3 to 9 rounds of this practice at each sitting. The Brahma Mudra is an excellent practice to prevent as well as relieve disorders of the cervical spine that are so common in this modern day and age. It is important to concentrate on the area of the neck to be relieved, repaired or rejuvenated while sounding the Bija mantras. Mukha Bhastrika and Dharmika Asana. Mukha Bhastrika is a yogic technique in which the breath is blasted out through the mouth in multiple whooshes. It helps to cleanse the entire system and let go of stressful residues. While sitting in the Vajrasana, take in a deep breath, filling all three parts of your lungs. Pucker up your mouth to form the Kaki Mudra. Blast out your breath in multiple whooshes and slowly bring your forehead down to the ground. Slowly raise your head and come back to the Vajrasana while taking a deep breath in. Repeat the entire process of blasting out the breath and bringing your head down to the ground. Perform this practice at least 3 times. Relax in the Dharmikasana with your nose in between your knees. Keep your arms alongside your body and catch hold of your heels while letting your elbows relax to the ground. Concentrate on that point of your forehead that is touching the ground and visualize an early morning sunrise. Dharmikasana helps to develop concentration and improve our memory power. When ready, slowly lift your head and come back up to the Vajrasana on an in-breath. Chatushpadasana and Kriya. The upright stance of the human being is one of the main causes of many health-related problems due to the negative effects of gravity on the internal organs, back and blood vessels. From an erect Vajrasana, place both palms on the ground in front of you. Lift off your heels and adjust your hands and feet so that you are in a comfortable 4-footed posture. Your weight should be balanced on your hands and knees, thus giving this asana its name. Keep your body parallel to the ground and perform deep and rhythmic breathing. When we perform Chatushpadasana, our body organs are free of the negative effects of gravity that are present during the upright stance of our daily life. The Chatushpada Kriya is performed by moving around the area in the Chatushpadasana. Slowly start to move forward on all fours with awareness at your wrist and knee joints. After a few steps forward, start to move backward, taking a few steps with awareness of your joints of both the upper and lower limbs. Take a few steps to your right with awareness. After taking a few steps to your right, move to your left and feel the changes occurring at your joints. This Kriya is useful during pregnancy as it relaxes the spine and helps to improve the pelvic circulation. Start to move around your area while using all the joints of your arms and legs. Be aware of the movements occurring at the various joints of your upper and lower limbs. This action is very useful for those suffering neck and back problems as it takes the load of the body weight off the human spine. After a few rounds in one direction, repeat the practice by moving in the opposite direction. Continue to move around in the four-footed posture, and then when ready, relax back to the Vajrasana and enjoy the feeling of relief that is produced by this simple yet effective practice. Chatushpadasana and its kriya, where we simulate the four-footed animals, is a simple remedy for this malady. Vyagra Pranayama. The tiger breath is an important practice to relieve numerous musculoskeletal problems that are the bane of modern life. Take up a comfortable Chatushpadasana with your weight distributed equally between your hands and knees. Start to breathe in and out for an equal count of 6. While breathing in, slowly lift your head and arch your back downward. Then breathe out slowly and lower your head while arching your back upward. Breathe in while lifting your head and arch your back down. Breathe out while lowering your head and arch your back up. Repeat this excellent practice at least 9 times at each session. Vyagra Pranayama helps us to utilize all sections of our lungs in a balanced and controlled manner, thus energizing the whole body with healing pranic energy. This is also very good for those suffering musculoskeletal disorders of the human joints. It is a simple and yet effective practice to prevent and manage the numerous gynecological disorders of women, such as menstrual irregularities and genital prolapse. It is a boon for the pregnant woman, as it takes the heavy load off her spine and helps in the post-delivery period as an important component of rejuvenation and rehabilitation. When ready, slowly relax back to the Vajrasana for a period of quiet contemplation. Meru Asana. Meru Asana, the mountain posture, is a good pose for the upper back and neck regions. From a steady Chatushpadasana, straighten your knees and raise your back as high as possible. Make sure that the soles of both your feet are flat to the ground. Keep your hands and feet in parallel at the width of the shoulder so that the respective hands and feet are in line with each other. Keep your elbows and knees straight so that the pose resembles a mountain. Try to push your head in towards your abdomen and look at your navel. Perform a few rounds of regular breathing while holding the pose and contemplate the steadiness and might of a huge mountain. When ready, slowly release the pose by bending your elbows and knees to come back to a comfortable Chatushpadasana for some relaxation. Padahasta Kriya. From the Chatushpadasana, lift your back and attain to a steady Meru Asana. Keeping your hands in the steady position, slowly walk your feet forward until both your feet are in between your hands. Straighten your knees and try to place your hands on the ground alongside your feet. Start to slowly bounce your arms off the ground in front of you while performing toe touching. Continue the bouncing action and try to bring your head as close to your knees as possible. Catch hold of the back of your head with both hands and continue this action. Make sure that your knees are kept as straight as possible. Perform a few rounds of this movement. Finally, clasp your hands behind your back and try to bring your head to the knees while continuing the bouncing action. This practice gives a good stretch to the entire spine and provides an improved flow of blood to the upper part of the body by virtue of being one of the poses where the head is below the heart. When ready, breathe in and come up to the standing pose by slowly raising your arms and torso in a steady manner. Hakara Kriya. This activating practice combines the use of movement with sound to give vent to pent-up emotional and mental stress by way of an effective release. It is also a good yoga warm-up. Stand in the Samastiti Asana with your arms by your side. Breathe in and at the same time, jump with your legs apart while clapping your hands over your head. Breathe out and make the explosive sound Ha while jumping back to the standing position with your feet together and hands by the side. Do this action 6 to 9 times in a vigorous manner. Hakara is the production of the Ha sound that is related to the solar plexus. This plexus of nerves at the top of the abdomen is one of the centers where stress tends to accumulate. The strengthening of this area prevents the butterflies in the stomach feeling that occurs whenever we are stressed out. After completing the practice, relax back in the Samastiti Asana and perform deep and controlled breathing for a few minutes. Enjoy the rejuvenating feeling as the energetic circulation of fresh blood rushes throughout your entire body. Nasarga Mukha Bhastrika. Nasarga Mukha Bhastrika is a forceful expulsion of the breath through the mouth that can accompany different movements in order to relieve our pent-up stress. Take up a comfortable standing position and then start to shake your hands as vigorously as possible to loosen up the accumulated tensions of our daily life. Visualize all the tensions that have accumulated in your wrist and elbow joints, getting a good shake up by this action. When you have got the tensions loosened up, take in a deep breath through your nose and clench your fist as if catching hold of all your tensions and stress. Now with a powerful blast through your mouth, whoosh away all your accumulated tensions as forcibly as possible. Again, shake your hands as fast as possible. Breathe in and catch hold of the stress and tension in your fist. Throw it all away with a big blast. Make sure that you are using your diaphragm muscle vigorously while blasting out the breath in this practice. Perform this practice 3, 6 or 9 times as necessary. After performing 3 to 9 rounds of this practice, relax in the standing position and enjoy the feeling of relief sweeping through your arms as you relax with deep breathing. Malla Kriya. This activity is loosely based upon the warm-ups done by Indian wrestlers to prepare them to face the battle. It involves the use of the forceful Bastrika in synchrony with movement from a standing to a squatting position. Stand in the Samastiti Asana and clasp your elbows in front of your chest with the right hand on the left arm and the left hand on the right arm. Take a deep breath in and then blast the breath out with a whoosh, and at the same time come down to the squatting position. Breathe in and at the same time come back up to the standing position. Blast out the breath and go into the squat. Breathe in and come back up to the standing position. Blast out and go into the squat. After 3 rounds of this practice, relax in the Utkatasana with controlled breathing. The second variation of this practice is done with the Namaskar Mudra at the chest. Stand in the Samastiti Asana and bring your hands into the Namaskar Mudra. Take a deep breath in and then blast the breath out while coming down to the squatting position. Breathe in and come back up to the standing position. Repeat the practice at least 3 times before relaxing in the Utkatasana. Clasp your head with your hands and open the arms so that your shoulders are out to the side. Repeat the Malla Kriya 3 more times with the blasting out of the breath. At the end of the Malla Kriya, relax in Utkatasana and enjoy the cardiorespiratory stimulation that is the byproduct of this invigorating practice. A regular practice of the Malla Kriya ensures a strong and healthy heart that is capable of facing any stressful challenge offered by the world. It also provides an excellent outlet for the release of pent-up stress from the nervous system. Baddha Kona Kriya. This Kriya or systematic action resembles the fluttering wings of the beautiful butterfly. Sit on the ground with your legs stretched out in front. Bend your right knee and bring your right foot inward until the right heel is close to your perineum. Bend your left knee and bring it inward until the soles of both your feet are touching each other. Use your hands to help bring your feet as close to the groin as possible. After attaining to the final position, keep your hands on your thighs and make your knees go up and down slowly, as if they are the wings of a butterfly. Perform a few rounds of this movement and then catch hold of your feet with your hands. Continue the movement of the thighs up and down for a few more rounds. Enjoy the feeling of a healthy stretch in your groin and inner thighs. The pelvic circulation is given a tremendous boost by this practice, which is very useful for menstrual as well as sexual disorders. When ready, slowly release the position and stretch your legs forward for a few rounds of deep breathing in the Uttanasana. Pavan Mukta Asanas. This set of supine postures is a great way to get rid of the stress and tension that tends to accumulate in the abdominal region. They are also useful to prevent and control the various joint disorders that afflict the limbs and other disorders of the abdominal organs. Lie down in a comfortable Shavasana and start to breathe in and out for an equal count of 6 or 8. To perform the single-legged Ekapada Pavan Muktasana, bend and lift your right knee while breathing in. Simultaneously, also lift your head off the ground. Catch hold of your knee with your arms and try to touch your knee to your forehead. Hold the position a few seconds and then, while breathing out, slowly release the position and lower your head while at the same time bringing your foot back to the ground. Repeat this at least 2 more times to complete a set of 3 rounds of the practice. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax a few seconds in the Shavasana and then perform the practice on the left side. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax in Shavasana for a few minutes with deep and rhythmic breathing while concentrating on the abdominal area that will help you to relax further. To perform the double-legged Dvipada Pavan Muktasana, bend and lift both your knees while breathing in. Bring them as close to your forehead as possible while simultaneously raising your head to meet the knees. Hold a few seconds and then, while breathing out, lower your head and simultaneously bring your feet back to the ground. Repeat this 2 more times to complete a set of 3 rounds at each session. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax in Shavasana for a few minutes with deep and rhythmic breathing while concentrating on your abdominal area. This will help you to relax even further as the emotional tensions tend to tighten up the abdominal area, leading to a feeling of butterflies in the stomach. The Eka and Dvipada Pavan Muktasanas help to prevent and relieve various joint pains, gas troubles, and abdominal problems such as indigestion and constipation. They are also useful for persons suffering from diabetes as well as liver disorders. Bhujangini Mudra. To perform the Cobra gesture, take up the Unmukasana, which is a prone position with your entire body in a straight line. In this technique, the emphasis is on the breathing pattern and the production of a mighty hissing sound made through the clenched teeth. Slowly bring your arms forward and keep your palms on the ground alongside your shoulders. Take in a deep breath while making a mighty hissing sound flare back into the Bhujangasana. Slowly relax back onto the floor while breathing in, and then again flare back with a mighty hiss. Repeat this mudra at least 3 to 6 times at each session. This technique helps release the pent-up stress that accumulates in our system from our daily life. It also provides great emotional and mental relief. It is an excellent stress buster and is a must for all in this day and age. After completing the practice, come back down to the face prone pose. Place your arms alongside your body and turn your head to the side. Relax for a few minutes and let the benefit of this mudra seep into each and every cell of your body. Pranayama. This pranayama uses the sound of the Omkara and has unlimited healing potential. It harmonizes the body, emotions and mind and is an important part of the Rishi culture Ashtanga Yoga tradition as taught by Yoga Maharishi Dr. Swami Geethanjali Giri. In this practice, emphasis is placed on making the sound Ah, Oo and while breathing out for a duration of 2 to 3 times the duration of the inhaled breath. To perform Adam Pranayama, the abdominal or low chest breathing, perform Chin Mudra and place the mudra on your thighs. Breathe in into your lower chest area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out with the sound Ah. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. To perform thoracic or mid-chest breathing, the Madhyam Pranayama, curl your fingers inward to form the Chinmaya Mudra. Place the mudra on your thighs and breathe in deeply into your mid-chest region. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out with the sound OO. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Adhyam Pranayama, the clavicular or upper chest breathing, utilizes Adi Mudra. Clench your fists with your thumb in the center. Keep the mudra on your thighs and breathe deeply into your upper chest and clavicular regions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale with the sound Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Joining the earlier 3 parts of this practice in a complete yogic breath is the 4th stage, known as Hatha Yoga Pranayama. Perform Adi Mudra and then place it with the knuckles of your right and left hands touching in front of your navel. This is now known as the Brahma Mudra. Take in a deep breath into the low, into the mid, and into the upper chest regions. Now let out the breath with the sounds of Ah, Oo, and Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. A performance of 3 to 9 rounds of the Pranayama, when done daily, helps to relax the body, emotion, mind complex and provides complete healing through the production of healing vibrations at all levels of our existence. This is the cornerstone of yogic breath therapy and produces health and well-being for all. Chandra Pranayama. Sit in Vajrasana and perform Nasarga Mudra with your right hand. Close your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale slowly through your left nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale through the same left nostril for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your right nostril closed throughout the duration of this practice. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat the Chandra Pranayama for a minimum of 9 rounds at each session. Patients of anxiety, hypertension, insomnia, and other stressful conditions can benefit by practicing this Chandra Pranayama 27 times before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner, and before going to bed at night. Brahmari Pranayama. Brahmari Pranayama is one of the Swara Pranayamas that helps to tone up our nervous system and produce a state of extreme calmness and bliss. Sit in the Vajrasana with your spine erect. Perform Shanmukhi Mudra with your thumbs closing the external auditory canals. The first 2 fingers are then placed over the closed eyelids, while the ring fingers regulate the flow of air through the nostrils. The little fingers are placed over the closed lips. This mudra helps to unite the energies of the nerves of the hands with the facial and trigeminal nerves of the face. Take in a slow and deep breath for 6 counts. Then let out the breath very slowly while making a sound in the nasal passages like the high-pitched sound of a female bee. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out with the sound. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out with the sound. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out with the sound. Repeat this pranayama 3 to 9 times at each sitting in order to obtain maximum benefit by way of stress relief. After performing the required number of repetitions of the Brahmari pranayama, release your hands back to your thighs and enjoy a few minutes of deep contemplation while sitting in the Vajrasana. Section 4. Hatha Yoga Relaxation Practices. Spanda Nishpanda Kriya. This practice is done from Shavasana using the yogic concept of Spanda Nishpanda, which means the coupling of tension and relaxation. We consciously tense different parts of our body as much as possible and then relax them to the maximum in a step-by-step manner. This produces a better relaxation response than the mere attempt to relax without putting in the initial efforts of tension. Lie down in a comfortable supine shavasana with your entire body in a single straight line. After a few seconds of relaxation in this position, start to tense your entire body part by part from your toes up to the top of your head until every part of your body is as tense as possible. Hold this 100% tension state of Spanda for a few seconds. Let all the muscles of your entire body be as tense as possible. At the peak of the tension, just let go and relax your body 100%. This is the state of Nishpanda. Enjoy this relaxed state and with conscious awareness continue to watch your breath as it comes in and goes out of your nose. Repeat this practice again by tensing up your entire musculoskeletal system to the state of Spanda and hold it for a few seconds. When ready, let go completely and enjoy the Nishpanda state for a few minutes. To complete the practice, repeat the Spanda Nishpanda Kriya a third time. Tense up your entire musculoskeletal system from your toes to the top of your head. Hold the complete tension for a few seconds. When ready, let go completely and enjoy the complete relaxation that ensures. Be aware of how all your muscles relax in this practice. The relaxation is deepened when it is contrasted with tension. This practice is a boon for those suffering psychosomatic, stress-induced and stress-aggravated disorders such as hypertension, diabetes, asthma, insomnia, peptic ulcers, as well as bowel disorders. It is also useful for patients of musculoskeletal problems such as neck pain, back pain, and arthritis. Shavasana, relaxation for the body and mind. Shavasana is a relaxing and energizing posture in which the body, emotions and mind are united in the process of conscious relaxation. 15 minutes of Shavasana, when properly performed, is equal to more than an hour of refreshing sleep. Lie supine on the ground with your head preferably to the north, enabling your body to be in alignment with the Earth's electromagnetic field. Make sure that your head and body are in a straight line, while your hands are kept relaxed by your side with the palms facing up. Bring your feet together and then let your 4 feet fall into a V shape with your heels as close together as possible. Start to consciously watch your breath by letting your awareness settle in the abdominal area. Feel the abdominal movements as your abdomen rises when you breathe in and falls as you breathe out. After a few rounds of this practice, slowly let your awareness settle at the tip of your nose. Feel the cool inspired air flowing into your nostrils as you breathe in, and become aware of the warm expired air flowing out of the nostrils when you breathe out. Consciously regulate your breath so that the duration of the incoming and outgoing breath are equal. The inspiration and expiration can be for a count of 4 or 6 initially, and then with practice elongated to a count of 8 or 10. Perform at least 9 rounds of this conscious deep breathing and enjoy the relaxed sensation spreading throughout your body. The relaxation in Shavasana can be further deepened by utilizing Savitri Pranayama to relax and rejuvenate your body, emotions and mind. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 6. Hold in the breath for a count of 3. Breathe out through your nose for a count of 6. Finally, hold the breath out for a count of 3. Make sure that you are breathing in and out through both nostrils and that you are using the complete yogic breathing. Perform at least 9 rounds of this combination practice that heightens the relaxation to a very deep level. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold out 1, 2, 3. After performing 10 to 15 minutes of the Shavasana, slowly start to move your fingers and toes. Perform conscious stretching and make a smooth transition from the relaxed to the active state. Lift your left arm over your head and turn over onto your left side. Continue this turning action until you come into the face-prone posture. Perform Makarasana, the crocodile pose, by placing your right hand on the left, while the left is placed palm down on the ground in front of you. Keep your forehead or chin on your right hand while keeping your feet a foot apart. Bring your hands forward near your shoulders and push yourself back into the Bhujangasana. Continue the back bending movement and go into the four-footed Chatushpadasana. Relax into the Shashangasana with your arms stretched out in front, and then finally slowly come back to the heel-sitting Vajrasana. With your palms on your thighs, sit quietly for some time and enjoy the effects of the deep relaxation that has spread to every part of your body.